Joe needed another title defense. The champion decided on former sparring partner Jersey Joe Walcott. It was almost the biggest mistake of Lewis's fighting life.
Lewis goes down from a crisp right to the jaw. That's the first time Joe has been dropped since Buddy Bear turned the trick 6 years ago. Rounds 2 and 3 were scored evenly. Here in round 4, Lewis is still looking for an opening. There's that right-hand bomb by Walcott again. Lewis is taking a 9 count. Joe is up, but no one envisioned that Walcott could do this to Joe Lewis. For 15 frustrating rounds, Lewis has pursued the clever Walcott all over the ring. The fight's over, and Lewis starts to leave the ring, thinking he has lost the decision and the championship.
In utter shock, Walcott and his handlers accepted the controversial decision. When letters and telegrams flooded New York, Lewis called for a rematch to erase any doubts. On June 25, 1948, Joe Lewis had one more point to prove. He had to settle the speculations of his demise in the first Walcott fight. For Joe Lewis, there was only one way to get something across.
Lewis misses with a left, and Jersey Joe lands a jolting right to Lewis's jaw, sending him to the canvas here in round 3. Lewis is up immediately. This is Walcott's second shot at the title. 6 months ago, the two went 15 sizzling rounds, with Lewis winning a split decision. Walcott at 34 would be one of the oldest fighters to win the heavyweight crown if he succeeds tonight. Here in the 11th round, it's still very close. Jersey Joe is exhibiting some fancy footwork in there as Lewis patiently waits for an opening. But Walcott must be careful. Lewis carries dynamite in both fists. His ring record speaks for itself. 20 of his 24 title defenses have ended in knockouts. Walcott gets hit with a jolting right hand. Walcott breaks away, but the brown bomber has him in trouble. A devastating barrage of punches, and Jersey Joe drops to the canvas. The referee picks up the count. Jersey Joe tries to clear his head after that avalanche of leather. He staggers to his feet, but too late.
Joe Lewis had nothing left to prove. Apparently, it was the end of an era.
When you knocked him down, did you think he'd get up?
No, man, I saw when I had him. I know that when he went down, he couldn't get up. I hit him with 4 or 5 very good punches.
I thought you hit him with my left hook, Joe.
Well, man, I hit him with my right, too. Well, I'd like to say again that I retired. Tonight was my last fight. And thank you very much.
At 34, Joe Lewis seemed ready to move on to a life of leisure. Even though the government demanded the bulk of his money, the boxing world believed that Joe Lewis would remain a retired heavyweight champion. In time, whether because of pride or money, the aging champion would return.